Welcome to another exciting episode of Staying Up with Pat and Jodi. You can tell because Jodi is so excited she's looking at her phone
Always.
as the show starts.
Always. I always look at my phone when the show starts.
Constantly
What's up?
looks at her phone. Yes.
How are you? How's it going? Look at my hair.
I know.
I feel great. Look at our hair. We were groomed.
Got a haircut. Yes.
We got
They
groomed.
finally opened up the salons here in Nevada. Nevada. So, we got to go out and get a haircut, and she got her hair the proper color, I guess.
There's some blue in it. Let me know what you guys think. Woo! And my hair got really super long. So I want to thank my stylist. Her name is Lauren Reed. Our Brandon's sister, and she's great. And it was interesting because, everybody's wearing masks now. It's really freaking weird. It's just so weird. I'm sure somebody's going to bash me for getting my hair done. So maybe I should have said that. Let's see. I got the nails done last week, the hair done this week, and I even got a brow wax.
What do you know?
You can use a little wax. You need a little lip wax there, Pat.
A little lip wax. A whip wax. A whip wax. Wicked wax.
So we are we're doing okay. We're 2 months into this thing, and
don't remind me.
Would you have thought, Pat, 2 months ago that we would be still living this way?
No, absolutely not. I can't imagine that a virus would have taken over the world this much but if you look at the news, and here's the thing. If you want to not live in fear, stop watching the news. I got to tell you, even when CNN or Fox or any of them are on for any period of time, it's all gloom and doom. It's all they could do to just make it seem like the world is coming to the end. Oh, no, it's going to come back a second wave. We can't leave our home. Stay home. Don't leave your house. Everything is stay home. And I get it. Look, we got to take care. But, you have to take some responsibility for your own health. You got to take care of the people who are at risk, and that's something that as human beings we have to do ourselves, just like you take responsibility when you get in a car. I mean, tens of thousands of people die in the U.S. every year in car accidents. The vast majority of those are preventable. So those are all bad decisions. So if we don't make bad decisions, we can save lives. But what we can't do is if we keep everything locked down to where it has been now, we can pretty much guarantee that hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people will be just completely wiped out financially. And it seems our governors, at least certain governors, don't really seem to care about that. It's like, no, we got to keep you all safe. It's like, you're not keeping us safe.
You got to stop that, Pat. You got to stop talking about our governor like that because people will say you're desperate, you're negative.
Actually, no, I'm very positive.
Look, there's a little person.
I'm actually very positive. I say that we can open things up and be responsible about it, and keep the numbers low and not drive everybody into bankruptcy. I think that's the problem is that a lot of the people that are making the decisions are not in a position to feel the brunt of what people like ourselves.
No, they got a job.
They got money.
They got money.
Plenty of money. They got a
jobs.
House.
They got a nice house. Some of them live in a governor's mansion.
Exactly.
Whoa. And have servants and have all that kind of good stuff. Matter of fact,
corporate jets.
The only reason why restaurants in hotels are actually being opened is because our governor and his wife were driving somewhere and they were hungry and they couldn't find a place to eat.
So they actually experienced what regular people are going through? Is that what you're saying?
Doggy. Doggy, as they say on the Beverly Hillbillies. Yes.
Wow.
Doggy.
And that's the thing is you got to be able to put yourself, and I think a lot of people out there can't put themselves in other people's positions. We get it. We have friends that have lost family members and that, that have lost people close to them. This is a shitty thing. But on the other hand, we all know somebody and are probably one of those somebodies who are getting decimated financially because of this and are trying to figure out ways to survive. So, we just hope that maybe they start coming to their senses.
Well, they are because things are
slowly starting to open up.
Wedding chapels are open, but only 10 people.
Only 10 people.
Restaurants are open, but get this,
half capacity.
half capacity.
So what's weird is, and we talked about this too, is event people, is that if you have a restaurant that holds 250 people and you can have 125 people in there going in and out all night, all day, why is it that you can only do events for 10 people, even if you're at half capacity? So if I have a banquet room that can hold 500 people and I only have 100 people in there, that's not legal. So I don't think there was a lot of thought put into this.
Well, here's the thing too. The banquet facilities here in Las Vegas are really up in arms. There's a little fly in here. Are really up in arms because they're right. They have this banquet facility that could be considered a restaurant.
Yes.
Because they serve food. So if your banquet facility holds 200 people and they're saying that you're only allowed to have half, then you could have 100 people at a party.
Theoretically, yes, that should
you
be the
could.
answer. Yeah.
And with proper social distancing, you could also have dancing.
Absolutely. Because you have more room now, so you have bigger dance floors,
and
space people out.
you put little marks on the dance floor, like either circles, like we've talked about. Like, you remember the game of Twister, everybody? And if you don't know, get a Twister mat, take off all your clothes.
Just Google it. Just Google it.
Naked Twister.
Naked Twister.
Naked Twister. How about just Twister in your underwear?
That's not social distancing, so you better do it with somebody you live with. And that you like
a lot.
And then, that you wouldn't mind seeing up close naked. Anyway.
I think Mitch Taylor is up for a good game of
Naked Twister.
Naked Twister. He's watching, by the way.
At this point, he's like, please,
anything.
Help me out.
Well, just think about it. When we all see each other in South Carolina next year, we could just bring out the Twister mat, grease ourselves up, and just play a game of Twister.
Exactly.
We did it at Weva. We did do it at Weva many years ago. So it just happens. North Dakota, no dancing. That's where the Upper Peninsula, 50% capacity. Hey, yeah. Well, anyway, so getting back to my thought, I just said, so banquet facility holds 200 people, and everything's just unclear. It's just unclear. Let's just leave it at that. It's unclear. It's really sad what's going on, but things are starting to open up, and I feel for everybody who can't get a haircut, a lip wax, a brow wax, your nails done, and anything like that. Any part of your body that needs to be waxed. I just feel for you. If you have a hairy ass, what can I tell you?
Maybe you want to do that at home anyway. Nobody wants to see that.
Anal bleaching.
Yeah.
I guess there's not going to be
Say, look, the
numbers are going up.
I got my mask on, but the thing that I want trimmed is not up here. Let's just say, do I have to put a mask on that? I don't know. Is that possible while you do the procedure?
What, anal bleaching?
Well, no, yeah.
Oh, the pretty kitty?
Oh, just do a little butt wax, get that butt nice and clean. You got a hairy butt going on.
God,
and
this is really going, this is going bad.
Butt wax.
Butt wax. But anyway, let's get off. You got me I'm thinking of butts, anal bleaching, and just all kinds of stuff. But, this week, Pat, we'll get back to talking about the Corona thing. But this week, Pat, Corona. 3 industry icons these stars are falling like stars out of the sky. We lost Stiller's dad.
Yeah, Ben Stiller.
Jerry Stiller,
who's been a comic actor since I think the 50s or something like that. He died in his late 80s.
What are we going to do without Festivus? This is a shitty year. I got to tell you, 2020 is really freaking shitty. Because there's no Festivus for the rest of us.
Because pretty much this is like Santa dying for Christmas. He is the Santa of Festivus, and he is no longer with us.
No Festivus for the rest of us.
For the rest of us.
Who
will take his place?
Who will do the feats of strength?
That's right. Who will take his place?
Oh my gosh! I vote for Mitch Taylor.
Mitch Taylor, you are now going to be the head of Festivus. Plus, look, in the wintertime, your whole state is frozen over in the wintertime, so there's nothing else to do. So you might as well be the king of Festivus.
Mitch would be a great Festivus leader for all of us.
Absolutely.
Our good friend Mitch
Lead
Taylor.
Festivus into the future.
Yes. Mitch Taylor for Festivus. For the rest of us.
For the rest of us.
So what happens on Festivus? It was feats of strength.
Feats of strength. and you had to tell people what you thought of them, and you had to be honest.
That was it. That was it. That was.
My son says your company sucks.
Oh yeah, that's.
Remember
I
that?
would love Festivus. And
Yeah,
then,
it's the.
and then you have to do something around a pole.
That was that there was the aluminum pole. I'm not sure what that was. And feats of strength, I think, was the last. You had to beat Jerry Stiller before Festivus was over.
I love it.
So yeah, we're gonna have to come up with our own Festivus.
We're gonna have to come up with a Festivus
We gotta
party.
find an aluminum.
But 2020 really
pole.
shitty. No Festivus. And then we lost Fred Willard.
Fred Willard,
I
yes.
loved Fred Willard. I go back, Pat, to
Great
Fred
comedic
Willard,
actor.
back to me and my friend Malibu. We go back to Fred Willard when he was on Fernwood Tonight.
Yeah, Fernwood
which
Tonight.
was a spinoff of Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman, remember that? Mary Hartman. I never watched that. I was way too young, but I do remember Fred Willard.
Yeah,
and he was really, I mean, up until the end.
He was acting up until the end. I mean, if you think movie-wise, he was in. If you remember one of our favorite movies, was it not Broadcast News?
Anchorman.
Anchorman.
Yes,
he was in.
Anchorman.
I think, yeah, because he played the basically the
boss,
station,
right?
Yeah,
The
the station
station
manager
manager.
in Anchorman, and I think he was in both of them. I could be wrong.
He was. I believe he was.
also played a part in Modern Family. He was a recurring part in Modern Family. He played the dad to one of the characters. So, but he's had a million roles, and he was a great comedic actor,
Yeah.
great live, great interview.
I didn't realize he was that old either.
Yeah, he's
Like
been around a
80s.
long time.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
in
he's
his 80s.
been
Because he
around.
always looked great when he was on camera.
The last time I saw Fred Willard was Terry Fader. Terry Fader's Christmas show this year. He played the casino. So before Terry Fader's show started, the Christmas show, he would play the boss in a little sketch. Sketch. I can't
Something
speak.
like that.
I can't speak. I'm not Ryan Seacrest and slurring my words, by the way. Did you hear about that? Did you hear about that?
Was
Ryan
he slurring his
Seacrest?
words?
Oh my God. They said he might have been bombed last night.
Yeah,
I
all
don't know.
right. Good
They
for
thought
him.
he had a stroke. But anyway, Fred Willard was doing a sketch where he played, a casino executive, and he was telling Terry Fader that he had to change up the show.
That's
so it was
right.
pretty good.
Change up the show now.
Change up the show now.
He was great.
And then today, Eddie Haskell.
Eddie
From
Haskell.
Leave It to Beaver.
He hasn't. I think the last time he acted was like in the '90s, and that was a reunion show for Leave It to Beaver. But boy, he was a part of. He was also part of.
Ken Osmond. Did you know he was an L.A. cop?
I was going to say he was an L.
And he got
LA
shot
cop.
in the 80s. He was shot.
Yeah.
He got because you were living in L.A. in the 80s.
I was living in
Do
LA
you
in the
remember
80s.
Eddie Haskell being a cop?
I
Did you
don't
ever get
remember. I
stopped
don't
by him?
remember him. No, I never remember him being a cop. I really don't remember.
I had
him
heard
being a cop.
stories that he was a police officer, Ken Osmond, no relation to the Osmonds. But yeah, I heard that he was, and they said it today on the Today Show, that he was a cop and he got shot in the 80s. And then he retired from being a cop. But he was very typecast in his role of Eddie Haskell
Can you imagine
back then.
if you were the guy who shot
Eddie Haskell.
and you realized after you shot him that you shot Eddie Haskell? The guy who shot him probably got raped in prison for that. I'm just
Wow.
saying,
Ward.
In fact, this is what he heard in prison.
Ward, you were pretty hard on the beaver last night. Woo!
What movie was that from? Does anybody know? Oh,
Dead Ant.
Yes, some very cheesy jokes from a funny, cheesy movie.
Oh my gosh.
From the 80s, in fact.
From the 80s,
Yes,
yes. Revenge of the Nerds.
That is correct. That is correct.
So Eddie Haskell. Do you remember Eddie Haskell would always refer to Wally and the Beaver as Wallace and Theodore?
Very formal.
Yes.
Very fancy.
Why, you look beautiful to this fly is in
I
our
know
way.
this fly is really annoying, and I have
Oh my
no
God,
idea
he's
how-
on the screen now.
Morgan,
gosh.
the fly landed on top of you. I'm just
Oh
telling
my
you.
gosh.
The fly is
There is
on
a
your
fly
name.
on
There's a
the
fly
studio.
on your face on
He's
the screen
big,
right now.
too.
He's a big son of a, and he looks like
Shoot,
he's enjoying you.
Shoot.
Yes.
There he goes.
You can't see it. Now he's flying around here.
Oh, get him out of here. Do we have a fly swatter?
I know it's Vegas. We hardly have any bugs, but yet we have one giant fly in
How
the
did
studio.
this fly get in the studio?
I think he followed you.
Hey, I took a shower.
Oh.
I took a shower today.
He said, "I like you."
So, yeah,
I like your cologne, Missy.
So Eddie Haskell, Jerry Stiller, and Fred Willard are all dead. It's very sad. And
very sad.
And there have been some other celebrities that I really don't know who they are, but some guy from Twilight killed himself. And
yeah, a young guy that just barely turned 30. In fact, they said he had a Twitter post saying that he didn't think he would make it to 30. So maybe he had some. I haven't looked further into that, but it sounds like he may have had some depression issues because they found him and his girlfriend dead.
Wow,
in their
Vegas,
house here
right?
in Vegas.
Yeah, here in Vegas. So that's pretty. No one talks about that though. No one will ever talk about how many people have killed themselves or are depressed. We don't talk about that. But sure enough, you
Stay home.
Stay home.
Watch TV.
Watch TV. And for those people that don't have a really nice house, like last week when we were in North Las Vegas.
Yeah, and you saw some of the places where
you saw some of the places like your heart really goes out to those people. That live in these just, like Karate Kid, places. It's just very sad, very, very sad. And the other thing that's really sad is, wearing the mask. I mean, it's weird. It's just weird going to a store where people have to, wear a mask. It's really bad. And Costco, who would have ever thought that, in America, you have the right to do bear arms and all this kind of fun stuff. Bear arms, shoot somebody. Hi. Bear arm. Hey, look, my arms are looking bitchin', man. I don't know. Look at that. Arms. I've got some guns going on.
Yeah, I've
been working out for 2 months.
That's right.
What have you been doing?
I've been slacking.
Listen here, fella. I've been working out.
Me and Drew have been working out.
Don't make fun of Drew.
Me and Drew.
No, he might be watching.
Anybody.
Highly
doubtful, but he might be watching.
I'm a big Drew fan. He might be watching.
Yes, Drew.
If you're watching, I love you, Drew. I love you. I'll bare my arms. I'll get anal bleaching. I'll do it all. I'll wax my butt. Whatever you want. Drew, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google Drew McIntyre WWE. That's all you have to do. Drew McIntyre WWE.
Why are you waiting for Drew to do all that stuff? You should be doing that for me. I'm your husband.
We've been together for a really long time. Those days are over.
The honeymoon's over.
The anal bleaching.
The honeymoon's over, folks. Honeymoon's over, folks.
The honeymoon's over. But getting back to Costco.
Fighting with Pat and Jodi.
Yeah, Fighting with Pat and Jodi, the brand new show that's debuting next week.
Gun you.
Well, people thought last week that we were really fighting.
We really fight all the time.
We fight all the time. That's why we've been married.
We just don't come to blows because,
Yeah, you can't see
who needs the hospital bills.
Exactly. But anyway, Costco.
You
were in Costco.
Well, and the thing is they just require people to wear masks, and they're a private business, so they have every right to do that. It has nothing to do with our rights as people because they're a private business, and if they feel that that's going to be safest for their employees and for other customers.
But they're telling people they cannot get into the store.
Yeah, of course, because it's the rule. You have to wear a mask. I have a mask
on. Whose rule
is
it? Whose rule is it?
It's Costco's.
Yeah,
it's Costco's.
And people on Twitter,
because it's only a suggestion from the governor.
Well, it's a rule. It's a rule in New York.
New York, it's a rule because
some other states.
Because New York is.
Type it in. Tell us.
New York between New York and New Jersey, those two states alone are like the majority of the COVID cases and deaths in the whole country. Are those two states right there?
Yeah,
I believe it's over 50% between those two. And the numbers change, but we're actually on a great downturn. I mean, our numbers just keep dropping, and I think that's great. And we've been open for 2 weeks, and yet the numbers have kept going down. So I think it's just more proof that it's time, because if we can't, because the thing is too, we talked about this before, and I think you hear from pretty much every other doctor, your immune system doesn't work if you stay in your house all day. If you don't get it out, you don't get it exposed to all this other stuff. Not only are you going to get higher risk of getting the Rona, as they say, you're also at higher risk of catching everything else. Just getting sick.
I'm not saying anything.
I know, because you got jumped on for.
Jumped. I got gang raped. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything because there's always one Debbie Downer in every group that will just.
And their name doesn't have to be Debbie, by the way. It usually isn't. It's just just a term.
Chad Allen, our friend Chad.
Yes.
He said he just turned into the gun show.
Tuned into the gun show.
Now I know why I did vote for him to be in the think tank.
There you go.
Woo!
Tuned
My
into the gun
vote.
show.
Telling you, just my vote. And he should know because he works out all the time.
That's right. And we've actually been doing really good. I've been working out 6 days a week, and I was smart enough. God, it's got to be at least 5 years ago now, right? That I started building the home gym, and because I always believed in with time as precious as it is, it's tough even to get to the gym. So I built a whole gym in the house. Our den is a gym. Thankfully, she didn't give me a hard time about that.
I was going to move you to the garage, but that's okay.
In the summertime that would be great. Go work out when it's 130 in the garage.
Listen, Drew McIntyre built his gym in his garage in Florida.
He's a professional athlete.
Yes, he is. And he did his gym. He built his gym. If there's a video on YouTube, he built his gym right before they shut down Florida. Because he was in the gym getting ready to sign a contract with the gym, and they ignored him. And he's like, dude, and they're like, we have to close.
We have to close.
So thank God he got out of that contract and built a gym in his garage where him and Seamus did Celtic Warrior workouts. Yeah, if you guys have to see that. That's really cool. Celtic Warrior workouts with Seamus and Drew McIntyre on the 100th episode. Yes. Pat made my day when he showed me that video.
Your day.
There are people like have no idea. Just like, please, people, just Google it, okay? And then not Costco. I'm sorry, Pier 1. Pier 1
all their brick and mortar are closing indefinitely.
Yeah, they're closing.
They're going to be online only.
Yeah.
So there's another business gone.
Jesus, that's just crazy.
And how many jobs is that, I wonder, that are gone for good?
I loved Pier 1. Like, you know what I love from Pier 1? Those diffusers. I don't know about you guys, but those diffusers that you can get at Pier 1, they are great. I put them in the office.
Yeah.
I put them in the office. I wonder if they're going to have a sale. Maybe I better get down there with my mask on.
They smell marvelous.
Does it say what kind of mask you have to wear? When they say mask, can I put
No, it just has to be a face covering.
Can I put a gorilla mask on and go into a store?
On.
What about a gorilla mask?
I suppose if you didn't have,
a unicorn head? What would happen if I put the unicorn head on my head?
You would get lots of interesting looks, that's
but
for sure.
Would I be allowed in the store?
Probably.
Just saying.
I don't know. They couldn't ID you, but then again, it's hard to ID you with your mask on anyway.
Well, did you ever think, Pat, that you would go into a bank with a bandana mask on?
And it was required.
And ask for money.
Excuse me.
And hand her a note. I would like $1,400.
Put your mask on before you come in this bank.
I would like $1,400, please.
Yeah.
And now. I mean, that's just crazy. That is.
Yeah, and you got to give it to them in a letter and put it up against the glass. It's like,
give me all your money now.
Give me all your money.
Now,
give it to me now.
So, but yeah, we're just chilling out here tonight. Nothing crazy, but Pat, a lot of people on Twitter.
There's people in Twitter.
Yeah, I'm turning into Ryan Seacrest tonight. I really am, and I have to do a real show after this where I got to stop.
Maybe you should have taken a couple shots or something.
I should have, or I can't talk about anal bleaching or butt waxing, but
it'd be easier if you took a couple shots.
Really,
it would be.
All I have is water.
That's right.
So Pat, right now, since your phone is not on, I want you to show the world what was the last picture you got before the world went to shit.
That's right. Let's go.
So there is a game. Everybody, there's a game. So all the people that are watching us right now, take out your phones. I'm waiting.
And the last picture that you took.
Normal
I got a bunch
photo
of
that you
memes.
took. Last normal photo. So that would be March. You can look by date, Pat. March 13th, I guess. Would it be March 13th?
Like the 15th or something 15th?
Like that. Okay, everybody do it right now. Go on your phones.
Look at the last normal picture I took.
The last normal photo we took. Here we go.
Oh, okay. Well, this is interesting because...
Oh my gosh. It wasn't a sex pic, is it?
No.
Okay.
It was a wedding that we did before everything shut down. And I don't know if you can see here.
What is it?
But it's a wedding that... I'm going to put it there.
Okay.
Closer. So right there, you could see that was a wedding
All
that
right,
we did
send
right
us your
before the shutdown.
pictures. Everybody, I want to see your pictures. So put them on Staying Up with Pat and Jody's channel. Okay.
Yeah, post them up in
All
the
right, so the
comment section
last
of the
one.
Facebook
Okay,
Staying Up with
so
Pat and
let's see.
Jody.
We were closed for St. Patrick's Day, right?
Yes.
Okay. So then March. Okay. Oh, mine's awesome.
Uh-oh. Gonna put it up there.
Yeah, no, you pulled it up.
Don't we hold it up?
Mine is great.
This is from a wedding as well.
That was from the last wedding I did.
Can you see that?
That was the last photo.
That's how wild it
That's
got
my
right
last
there.
normal photo. I don't know how normal is that photo. That's not too normal.
Not very.
But that is the last normal photo in my. Look, there she is again. Wow. So send us your last normal photo
Yes, so that we can see it.
so we can see it.
And that way we can actually see what the world used to look like not too long ago.
And now we'll have a new normal photo. Today on my Instagram, I did post that I was wearing my WWE mask. Well, Mrs. Ricardo.
I got mine. I didn't bring it. I should have brought it in, but I got the happy face ones.
Oh, yes.
I got the happy face ones.
Yes, a piece of cheese.
A piece of cheese.
A piece of cheese.
So
Anyway.
I figured if I'm gonna wear a goofy mask, it might as well be goofy.
Yes.
You know,
I was really hoping that you would wear the gorilla mask.
that's too hot. That thing gets way too hot. It's like it's not good for anything over like 65 degrees.
And how fun was Saturday night, everybody?
Yeah, if you
Tell
didn't get to
everybody
see
what
it,
we're
you gotta
doing
go
on
back.
Saturday nights
Well,
now.
every Saturday night, we're instead of doing another episode of the Staying Up with Pat and Jody show, we're doing a Saturday night dance party. Yay! But now we're really going to have to leave it basically just on Twitch. So because the problem is with Facebook is Facebook doesn't like you playing all that copywritten music, and they kick you off.
Now we could do it on Instagram too, but I don't think there's a log in for Instagram.
We can't
on
multi-stream to Instagram and
We can't?
our other stuff. No, they didn't see it on our software. I gotta if maybe there's other software that can do it,
because
but this won't.
our guest, hopefully our guest next week. I have a guest coming in next week. I can't tell you who it is.
Who?
But we have a
Who?
very a pretty good. If I can book this guest, this will be a good booking because
Yeah.
she's very. It's a woman and she's does a lot of cool stuff. Let's just leave it at that.
Just
And she's
leave it at
based
that.
out of Los Angeles, and I can tell you that she walks the red carpet. She has walked the red carpet at the Academy Awards, and she goes to a lot of during award season. She is there. She is there during award season. So we'll let you guys know. We're probably going to book her next Wednesday night because we'll be on at our normal
time.
normal date. Tonight we just had to do it because we have plans tomorrow.
Yes.
But yeah,
We're
big
moving
guest.
boxes and furniture tomorrow for my mom. So yeah,
We'll be in
it's exciting
California.
stuff.
Yes, we're hoping to be in California
Thursday,
Thursday.
but we're loading Wednesday.
Right, and driving out Thursday.
Work.
And hopefully we'll go to the beach.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That'd be nice. Take a walk on the beach and have a number 35.
That would be
I definitely want number
fabulous.
35. I'm just telling you before, number 35 at El
Numero
Pollo
35.
Inca.
See.
Number 35. Tell everybody what number 35 is.
It's basically their garlic shrimp dish, which has it's a Peruvian dish with a amazing garlic sauce that they have on there, and then they have some white rice and some potatoes, and it comes with a side salad, and then the cilantro soup, which is fantastic as well.
Yes. So hopefully we'll be spending the night on a couch
Yeah,
or on the floor with a talking bird. With a bird that talks.
Skipper, shut up.
In the kitchen. So anyway,
Be right
that's what do you got? Anything else? That's kind of what we got. Are we
Look,
almost
we're
there?
right at our 30 minutes because we said we're going to keep it to 30 minutes today because we have another show to do right after this for Sight and Sound, which is more educational, not as much fun.
And people can actually watch it live on Sight and Sound.
Yes, you can go
So
to
if
Sight and
anybody's
Sound's
there, if you want to go to Sight and Sound's Facebook
Facebook
page, you can
and
actually see
YouTube
the
page.
next show we're about to do right after this.
Yeah, fancy.
Yes, we're going to be talking.
Very fancy.
No anal bleaching and no
No
butt
anal
waxing.
bleaching, no butt waxing,
Yeah, none of that.
no
stuff.
sexual innuendo.
No,
nothing
none,
like that.
None. Very professional.
Very professional.
Very
Very,
professional.
very professional. Thank you.
So, lovey.
Thank you.
Lovey.
Lovey.
Mr.
Lovely, we're
Howell.
very professional.
Yes, Mr. Howell, are we ready to say goodnight to
We
everybody?
are ready to say goodnight.
All right,
And you
everybody.
know why? Because it's that time.
Yes. So everybody stay happy, healthy, and wash your hands and, wear your mask when you go to Costco and Don't listen to negative people. Just, by the way, I do have a black book with names, and here it is. Here it is. Who's going to, when you're single, you have the little black book. This is Jodi Harris's big black book of assholes. And there's a lot of them in it. There's a lot of them in it. So have a great night.
See you next week, everybody.